Hi guys, Diane here. I wanted to take a couple minutes today and talk to you guys about the number one thing that I'm seeing that it's holding you back from actually making it to that next level, right? So whether you are a growing business owner and you want to make it to six figures, or if you are already in the six figures, you want to go to the mid six figures or high six figures, or if you're already at the high six figures and you want to go into seven. When I work with these clients, I realize that there is one thing in common every time you're trying to make that push to the next level, and it ultimately holds you back or delays your ability to get traction and move into the next tranche to really get what you want out of your business, to really up level, right? So if you have ever been in a place where, you're super excited about your business launch, or you have a new idea, or you're just getting started growing your business, and you're doing all of the things, but you can't seem to really get any real traction. You can't seem to get that forward progress to take those big steps that you need in order to really put everything in order within your business and do the big marketing things, or put the do the big growth initiatives that are going to take you to that next level. And the one thing that I found in common with all business owners, it doesn't matter what level you're at, as long as you're trying to build and you're trying to grow, there's always one element that holds you back a little bit, right? And that element is fear. Right. If you are afraid of what it actually takes to get to the next level, often it is a fear of the investment that it's going to take. Usually, even when you are working on your own or when you're working with a team to get to that next tranche, you have to make certain investments, whether it's in yourself, in your own professional development, whether it is in your business in terms of upgrading systems, upgrading the team members, bringing on more team members, using new platforms that are more expensive, or using parts of platforms that were previously that are paid when you were using free versions previously. This fear around letting go and making that investment is the one thing that I've seen that really keeps you stuck, right? You have great ideas, you're excited to get going, and then you see what it really takes, and it's jarring and it's a scary thing to think that, hey, I have to put money in, or I have to put time and effort in before I see any kind of return, without that kind of certainty in that moment that you're going to get anything out of it. That is where I see a lot of people will delay what they're doing, delay what they're building. They'll try to jerry rig or create workarounds around for the tools that they know that they need, for the systems that they know they need, for the team members, for the service providers that they know they need in order to make it to the next level. So in essence, you're essentially like handcuffing yourself to the side of the pool on the shallow end when you really want to be swimming towards the deeper end, when you really want to be launching, or pushing forward to that next level. You want to grow, you want to progress, but you're handcuffing yourself to a boulder. And that boulder is your own fear and your own inability to let it go and believe that your product, your service, your idea is worthy of that investment. I know that this is kind of a crazy topic, right? And it sparks a lot of internal debate for a lot of business owners who say, no, 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 I'm very, very confident and comfortable. But if you've ever been in a place where you are trying to hire a new service provider because you know they will help you get to the next level, you know that the up level in your marketing or in your staff or your systems is really is going to be the platform to build the next tranche of your business. But then you look at all the quotes and you're like, oh, I don't know, this is not right. Something doesn't feel right. I don't feel good about this. Or you start to feel a little anxious about it. That is exactly the fear that I'm talking about. And it happens at all levels. That is the number one thing that's holding you back. And when you are in this moment, you have to really ask yourself, take a step back and ask yourself, hey, is this all rational? Am I making these decisions? Have I evaluated this in a rational way? Do I believe that this is the missing component? And then start to work through, like, what are the fears that I have about this? Okay, is it not going to return what I think it's going to return? Am I afraid that I'm going to lose all of my investment? those are the questions that you need to ask yourself and really start to unravel so that you can figure out, like, okay, is this actually true? What's the worst case scenario here? What's the scenario if I don't make this investment? And what's the scenario if I lose everything in this investment? And what's the scenario if I come out on top and it works out exactly how I want it to? Which chances are it's probably going to work out in some forms what you want it to be. Maybe there might be some slight drawbacks, but it's never ever the worst case scenario is what I found. But ask yourself these questions and start to work through them in order to really progress and move forward. This is the number one thing that I see across the board when you're trying to get traction, when you're trying to get momentum. So if you're in this place and you are uncertain about what to do and you want some feedback or advice and guidance and you want some certainty on what steps you can take from an objective third party, reach out to me. Drop me a line below. This is stuff that I look at every day, and I'm happy to have the conversation with you. All right, until next time, this is Diane. Thanks. Bye.